Hey everyone, Rick Ucchino from Sportskeeda here with you. My guest at this time needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway. He showed up unexpectedly this past Wednesday on AEW Dynamite, kicked some major Dark Order ass, and then set a world record for removing his t-shirt in the process. He is the newest member of a very stacked all-elite lineup. He is Matt Always Ready Cardona. Sir, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, especially since you put over that t-shirt rip spot.
Make sure to go out and get the t-shirt, by the way. If you're a regular schlub like me, very durable. If you're insanely jacked, it is prone to ripping, as we saw this past Wednesday.
The rumors are true. I did practice ripping some shirts last week. After the gym, I was already sweaty. It was hard to take it off anyway. Why don't I just rip it off, get some practice in?
Absolutely. You always have to be prepared. Am I right?
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all seen some legendary shirts that do not rip, or get caught at the bottom.
Yes, exactly.
I had to make sure that this went all the way.
Right. And heck, I even think, obviously we're going to focus a lot on AEW, but you brought it up. I think about, Edge returning at the Royal Rumble. He seemed like he couldn't get his coat off there for a minute. Like, you always got to be ready, always got to be prepared, and hopefully nothing goes wrong, and you, sir, were prepared. Let's jump right into it here. After months of waiting on the sidelines, what was it like getting into a wrestling ring again on a major TV program, especially for a different company for the first time in 15 years?
It was nerve-wracking. It was exciting. It was amazing. It was what I needed. As a fan of wrestling, as a performer, I needed to be there. I needed that moment. I wanted it to be over with. I was so nervous beforehand. But I'm glad that it went well. I'm glad that the fans loved it. I'm glad the shirt ripped off very easily. It was just a great night.
Yeah, and I'm sure you would have loved to have had that debut in front of an audience. Circumstances what they are, that wasn't possible. So, what was the reaction, or what has the reaction been like from your fan base, on Twitter and the like?
Oh, of course, my fans love it. I'm sure there's some haters out there. He's Cody's friend. He's the ex-WWE guy, whatever. I don't deal with the haters. I don't care about proving haters wrong. I want to prove my supporters right. That's what this is all about.
And you brought it up. It brings me into my next question. Your friendship with Cody is well documented, and people, as you alluded to, will look at that as the obvious connection to getting you to AEW. However, we've heard Cody say before, specifically when it comes to you, that this can't be all friends wrestling, I believe is how he put it. So what else was it that made AEW the choice for your first big move post WWE? What do you think it was that made All Elite say, yes, we want this guy, and vice versa? What made this, the right move, and AEW appealing to you?
I mean, for me, I've been following AEW from the beginning. For years, for so many years, you've always heard the next big thing is coming, right? And it never does, right? But this did, and it delivered, and it delivered, over-delivered. I mean, this week we have action figures. I mean, this is the real deal. You know what I'm saying? Wednesday nights, TNT, live. So I had to be a part of that situation. I had to be there. It was something that, as a fan, I'd sit at home and I'd watch it. And I'm like, I just want to get in that ring. I want to be there. The environment, it just looks amazing. And trust me, when I got there, all my thoughts, were backed up. This place is great. The vibe backstage is great. Everyone's super cool. But at the end of the day, this is a business. And, I have to prove, to everybody in the back, I have to prove to all the fans at home, I have to prove to myself that I belong there. And I intend on doing just that.
Now, there was a report out about your contract situation being roughly about 5 appearances with AEW. Are you able to confirm that? And if yes, why just the 5 to start out here?
Yeah, so there's a couple appearances, a few appearances right now. But listen, I'm not here for a little vacation. I'm here to win the TNT title, the AEW title, to get all those action figures. I'm here because I want to be here. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get there. Just stay tuned. Everybody, just take a chill pill and just relax and enjoy the show.
Matt Cardona, my guest here. Just from an outsider's perspective, because I've been somebody who's watched you for the last 15 years, going back to, me and my buddy when, losing our minds in our apartment when we were in college when you won the United States Championship. It's just, from an outsider's perspective, it looks like you have done everything you possibly could do to earn every opportunity. And so now that you are now here in AEW, do you feel like you're finally going to get that chance to prove that you are a top guy?
You know, I've made a career out of making the most and capitalizing on opportunities, and AEW is an opportunity. So I'm looking forward to, living my dream. I'm looking forward to being on Dynamite every Wednesday night. I'm looking forward to getting in there with the best wrestlers in the world. It's just going to be a lot of fun. It's crazy. This is my job, by the end of the day, it's my dream too. So sometimes like, oh my God, like this is like, this is my job. I got to treat it like a job, but at the end of the day, it's my dream, and I'm in there wrestling, and oh man, it's just the best.
Yeah. And this Wednesday is your, I believe I saw you put it on Twitter, your first match in 5 months. So that has to be extremely exciting for you. So you have a tag match. You're teaming with Cody, which has to be exciting for you. But you've had a chance now to look over the landscape of the AEW roster. Who are some guys that you're really looking forward to getting in the ring with and mixing it up with?
I really, this is going to, sound cliche, but I want to get in there with everybody, whether it be the guys who I've wrestled before, like Cody or Brody Lee or Moxley or guys like Darby Allin or, so Kenny Omega, the Bucks. I mean, you show me the list of the roster and I want to wrestle them. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it feels like it's Christmas morning. I got all these new toys to have this figure fed with, but I get to really wrestle these guys. So I'm super excited.
One guy over the weekend who said that he's looking forward to working with you is Chris Jericho. And he talked about you specifically over the weekend. I believe it was on one of his chats. He said that he told you to leave WWE years ago, said you were far too creative, far too talented to be in the position that you were with the company as long as you were. Seeing how things have landed for you now, do you wish that you had taken his advice and left a few years ago, or do you feel like everything happens for a reason and you're where you're supposed to be right now?
Right. I do not live in regrets. I live in the future, in the present, never in the past. You can learn from the past, but I never think like, what if, or why didn't I do that? Because what's the point? You can't change it. Right. So I do believe that, everything happens for a reason. And my catchphrase, always ready. It's a cute little hashtag. It's on my trunks. My theme music says it, but it's legit. And that's how I made, that's how I made a living for all these years, is always being ready whenever I got an opportunity. And AEW is the ultimate opportunity.
Obviously, you have not spent the last few months on the couch. My dude showed up on Wednesday, jacked out of his mind, destroyed that T-shirt.
That's right.
How difficult was it with today's climate to get? I mean, you've always been in great shape. You've worked on your physique over the years. It's obvious that is shown. But I mean, dude, you've been able to take it to a next level here over these last few months. How difficult was that, considering everything that's going on right now?
Well, in the beginning with the quarantine, I just had a workout in the backyard. I kind of would get some equipment here, get some equipment there, and it wasn't easy to get equipment in the beginning. I was buying dumbbells on eBay, but I made it work. But I'm glad that everyone thinks I look good, which is fantastic. Thank you very much. But I've been posting, my workout pics. It's not like I didn't post a single picture for 5 months. I've been posting shirtless pics for 5 months. I don't know. I guess they don't follow me on Instagram.
That dude, I'm telling you, man, that was like the biggest thing. It's like all of a sudden it's like Matt Cardona shows up, which is a huge deal, but it's like all of a sudden my timeline is flooded with just how insanely ripped you were. And I'm like, hey,
I'll take it. Thank you very much. Because I have like body dysmorphia and I didn't even like how I looked that day. So thank you, fans. I really appreciate it.
Dude, it looked good. And you were able to mix it up in the ring. And it seems like you've kept at least one move in particular from your WWE days, but maybe a new name. Was the tweet you sent out about Radio Silence, is that the new name of the finisher? And what
that is the new name, absolutely.
So
so here's the thing, like I'm not going to be this brand new person, right? It's 2020 with social media, everyone's transparent and authentic, and that's what I think the audience enjoys. So yeah, I'm Matt Cardona, right? You know me, and if you don't, you're about to. So there's certain things that are going to be similar, and trust me, there's certain things that are dropped, and there's certain things that are going to be new. Just stay tuned, because it's going to be one hell of a ride.
Any chance we see you finally bring out the Internet Championship belt? Does that make a comeback here? Does that find its way out onto to AEW?
I did have a new one designed.
There you go.
So never say never. It's possible. If someone wants to challenge me, I got it. You know, the gimmick in the past is I really didn't defend it. I was just the champ.
Right, right.
I kind of named myself the champ. It's kind of like the $1 million title. It's kind of just a gimmick, but never say never.
Right. But here's the thing. Like, the reason why I asked you that is because you named yourself the internet champion, but it's true, man. Like, you were way ahead of your time, like way ahead of the game when it came to utilizing the web in order to garner a following and to get yourself over. Now we see it everywhere. We see stars with Twitch streams and YouTube shows and podcasts and the like. I mean, is there a sense of pride there knowing that you kind of developed that blueprint for using today's tech to connect with an audience?
Yeah, absolutely. It's something I'm very, very proud of, and listen, I wasn't the first person to have Twitter or do a web show, like Colt Cabana was doing his podcast before I started the web show. There's so many people who were involved, but I love that, it did change my career. It took me from a nobody to a somebody. And I think it's what really has connected me with the fans. And I think the support from the fans is what has made me, still here in this business. So when I say still here, I mean in this business, still going, still kicking, still swinging. And I owe that all to the fans.
All right, so your first matchup in AEW is Wednesday, tag team with Cody. How excited are you? What are you looking forward to doing and getting in there, and what can people expect to see out of Matt Cardona this Wednesday on Dynamite?
It's a dream come true. I'm finally. This is a match. It's been 5 months since I wrestled, but it's been about a year since I've had a match I've actually cared about. And what better place to have it than AEW live, Dynamite, TNT. I cannot wait. And this is going to sound crazy too. I have new music. I've been playing this music as I've been working out for 3 months. Now I get to hear it. Now I get to walk out to it. This is my job. I keep saying it's my job. It's my dream. So to be out there and to wrestle and to kick ass and to just do it on TNT with my best friend, with Cody, I just can't wait to see what's next after this.
Well, I'll tell you what I hope is next after this. I hope you guys get the win this Wednesday, and then you turn around on Cody what he said about this not being all friends wrestling. It's a business. Take him out, and let's set up a TNT championship match the following week. How about that?
Or maybe we can go for the tag team titles. Maybe we can make a little Jazzwares AEW figure 2-pack. I don't think there's any 2-packs yet. We can be the first 2-pack. Ringside exclusive. Let's do it.
My best friend was really jealous that I was doing this interview because you have been his favorite for so many years. I still remember the one time that I bought him for Christmas a 2-pack of you and Dolph Ziggler, and he still has it up in his bedroom right now.
Well, I have it in my bedroom too, so we have something in common.
There you go, Matt Cardona. I really appreciate the time, man. Thank you very much, and good luck moving forward, sir.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.